Hello and welcome to Me, the Wife and Wrexham AFC, a weekly podcast and YouTube channel discussing everything Wrexham from the point of view of long-term fans and brand new fans like my wife. So sit back, put your feet up, relax and let's get stuck in. Hello and welcome to episode 39 of Me, the Wife and Wrexham AFC. So it's coming out a day later than what's normal, basically because of the Notts County game. So we've basically just been to the Notts County game. We've come straight out of the Notts County game, inhaled some food quickly, and we are here, ready to record. We're a little bit all over the place.
A little bit dishevelled.
A little bit mental. I've got some very rosy cheeks for anyone watching on YouTube. I don't know what's going on there.
My hair's a mess.
It's been one of them mental days. I would say there is an urge to just dive straight into the Notts County game.
No.
Although I think we should probably follow the proper timeline.
Let's start off with the crappy game first.
Yes, let's start off with Friday.
Yes.
Before we do anything else. So it was another away day for you.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I never realised how hilly Halifax actually is.
Have you been to Halifax before?
No.
So why would you have realised it was hilly?
Well, you know. I don't know, but it was very hilly.
Yorkshire though, isn't it? So it's hills and moors and everything.
Yeah.
But literally, there was no flat roads, was there? It's literally, it was.
And for somebody who's waiting for a hip replacement, that is not good.
No, it was either walking up a hill,
or down
a hill, over a bridge, up another hill, and it was just...
walking with you is a nightmare.
Well, I can walk fast.
Exactly.
What do you make of the ground? Let's start with the ground. Actually, sod the ground. We had to queue up outside. What did you think it was like getting in, first and foremost?
Well, I thought it was a bit stupid, the fact that we had to queue.
Yeah.
No, I mean, obviously, you know.
You've got a queue.
You've got to queue, but they didn't open the doors until 1:45, and it's like, I don't know, I can't even...
I get what you're saying. It was a little bit bizarre that there was more away fans there than they'd had all season. You know, there was between 4,500 and 5,000 of us.
Yeah.
You know, it was huge. The gates at the racecourse open at 1:30 for a 3:00 kickoff. They opened them at Halifax quarter of an hour later than that. When they weren't used to that many people.
It just seemed a bit disorganised.
And the knock-on effect of that was the game was delayed by quarter of an hour.
Yeah.
Although getting into the ground was easy-ish.
Yeah, they had... Was it 4 turnstiles? They were pretty quick, to be fair. So yeah, and you know, obviously, after we went to the Oldham game, you didn't get. Was it an Oldham game that you didn't get a pint?
Yes, because I queued up forever.
Yeah,
yes.
But you got a pint.
I did.
So you know, every cloud and all that.
What do you make of the ground? I think that was my original question.
I don't know. It was a bit. It was all right, but it wasn't anything like spectacular.
Bit old, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you came out of the gents and basically said that you were peeing against a wall and there was just like a trough on the floor. I mean,
yeah, ultimately that's what it was.
That's not modern, is it?
No, it was proper old school. It was, pee against a wall, let it run down into a little trough on the floor.
Yeah, it wasn't good. There was no scoreboard.
No, there wasn't, was there? There was no scoreboard. Although I thought the ground was all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
You know, there are worse grounds, I think, out there. I would say so.
Yeah. If you say so.
Yeah, it was all right. So, like I said, 4,500 travelling fans in the National League. It's pretty special, that.
We did well. Originally, we only had how many tickets? 4,000, was it? And they actually released another 1,500. Is that right?
500, I think. An extra 500.
Was it 500?
Yeah.
Because we obviously had the standing up behind the goal.
Yeah.
To the right of the goal and then the left of one of the goals.
Yeah.
And we pretty much.
Yeah.
And we pretty much filled it.
Yeah, it is special. I think for National League, it's crazy to take that many fans away. You struggle to get League One or even, maybe not Championship, but you'd struggle to get League One and League Two clubs taking 4,500 away. There are a few, but not many. There's not many grounds out there that could cope with 4,500.
What I don't get is how they make the decision. Like they allocate a certain amount of tickets, but then they decide like a couple of days before we could probably give them another 500. I mean, when do they? Is that because they haven't sold any home tickets, or?
I don't know. I think it's probably for our stand that was. So it was how far we were going to be allowed to go down that side of the stand, I'm guessing. I don't know, really.
Who cares?
Yeah, anyway. So the game itself, so the first half wasn't great, but I did feel we were in control.
Do you think? In
that first half. Yeah, I mean, at the time, it wasn't amazing, but I've watched it back, and I think, to be fair, we created the better chances. I think we limited them to very little, and I would have fancied being more than 1-0 up, in the first half, although I thought, I'll take that. It wasn't a great performance. I'd take 1-0. So I definitely, like I said, we did limit them to a couple of chances. Foster made a save on about the half-hour mark.
Yep.
That was about all he had to do, I would say, in the first half. There wasn't a lot going on.
We did have, I feel, that we had a lot of chances in the first half. I do think we did have a lot of chances.
Yeah, I mean, well, Lee puts 1-0 up, didn't he, on 32 minutes? Give or take.
Yeah, something like that.
It's good work from Dalby, that was. So, Dalby chased the ball through. He sort of held it up really well, put it back to Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, when the ball came back to Lee, he had a lot left to do. And, he sort of beat his man and put it right in the corner. And very good goal. And it was clap, clap, clap. Everything's all right now. We've played half an hour. We haven't been great, but we're 1-0 up. Life's good, I would say, at that moment in time.
Yes.
JJ had 2 half decent shots, yeah. I'd say. Second was created by Donalby. Who's Donalby?
No
idea. The second of them two,
his evil twin.
Yeah, it was created by Dalby's sort of tenacity. That's where I got Donalby.
Tenacity and
Dalby mixed together. Dalby's tenacity sort of won the ball back. He created the chance.
Yeah.
And I thought Dalby did all right in the first half.
Yeah.
He was there. He was probably one of the better players in the first half. Jones, as I said, had a couple of decent shots.
Yeah.
I mean, the Diasurwe, is that how you want to say his name?
No idea.
He had one little chance, beat O'Connell quite easily.
Yep.
Put the ball, it was a poor shot in the end. He put the ball sort of past the sort of far post. Like I say, we limited them to quite little, I think. We had a chance to go 2-0 up just before half time. Mr. Tony Cliff at the bar.
I was gutted for him.
I think he thought it was in, I think.
He did. Didn't you say he'd turn around to celebrate?
I think he was wheeling away in preparation to celebrate.
And then, oh no.
Yeah, and then, no. So, second half, talk to me. What do you think went wrong?
Well, they scored.
Well, they did.
Pretty quickly.
They did. They scored straight after sort of half time. Massive red flag, wasn't it, really? Because they had, I don't know what his name is, something Ali. I forgot his name now.
Just Ali.
I keep wanting to call him Millie Vanilli because I'm not sure his name was Millie Ali. I'm not sure. I do apologise. I can't remember.
Millie Vanilli.
But yeah, he ran and ran and ran, and everyone backed off and backed off.
It was honestly like they were petrified.
Yeah, it was odd, wasn't it?
It was like, they just did not show up at all at that game on Friday. And it really disappointed me. Yeah. And I was really angry at Mendy because he was just, he was having a bad day.
I was going to talk about Mendy a bit later on, but as you've brought it up, it wasn't just you who thought Mendy didn't play well. I thought he was pretty poor. And I'm not a big fan of singling people out, although he was particularly poor at Halifax, I thought. You picked him out quite early, didn't you? It's going.
I said,
what is he doing?
I said they need to get him off and bring McFadzean on.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe that wasn't would have been a good idea. But I just think
he wasn't. We were talking about it today. It was misplaced pass after misplaced pass. Every time he did get a pass off, it was going out of play or to them. He did nothing really, did he? There was nothing at all that he did. Every time he tried to beat a man, they got the ball quite easily.
It's like it's like when he was trying to like you said, he was trying to beat another player.
Yeah.
It's sort of like an elastic band that kind of like really stretched, and he was like he kind of backed off.
It was odd, and it was his. I would say it was his poorest performance. Yeah. Him personally, I would say it was his poorest performance. Now,
you can't single him out though, because they were all bad.
They were all bad, but I think he was particularly bad.
Yes, but I don't. Like I said,
like I say. Don't say like you say. Like I say as well. I don't like singling people out, but I think it was worth a mention because the crowd were clearly getting on his back, and the crowd could see, a lot of. It was. They didn't want him there. Ultimately, it's an odd sub to have to make, though. I think to switch when you've only got 3 subs. I've sort of made this point before. If we're 3-0 up, I think you pull him and you put McFadzean on, and that's what you go with. When you are chasing the game, I don't think introducing McFadzean into the game is doing anything. It's maybe helping you hold on to the ball, but with everyone playing so badly,
would he be able to?
Is there anything that he personally is going to do to make that better?
It was. Just...
I don't think so. Like you said, they went. JJ had another couple of. They went to 1-1 just after half time.
Yep.
JJ had a decent shot. Ali made it 2-0.
Yes.
Again, they backed off him, and they just let him shoot. Foster got beat at his near post, and it was just a bit of a shambles, really. It went 3-1 not long after that, which was another odd one. Tozer just sort of stopped, and he just let him run around him. It fell to Dearsurway, and you were like, oh, Foster should have done more. I don't think he could have done more with that. I think it was, it was that close in. I
just feel because of Ben Foster's career.
Yes.
And he finished his career at Premier League level.
Yeah.
I think I expected more from him.
I think you expect too much of him, because
I never expect too much.
You do. You definitely do. And I think the problem is he's come from a Premier League.
Yes.
And then you go, right, I expect him to save everything.
Yes, yeah? I do.
But when somebody is rifling a shot from 7 yards out, he's got his pick of sides. I'm sorry, no keeper in the world is getting to that. They're not. And, there's only so much a keeper can do. And
I get that.
When a midfielder has run through your whole midfield, and your defence has just basically stood back and gone, have a shot if you want.
Yeah.
And then he's had a shot and go, oh, he's had a shot.
Yeah.
How dare he?
Oh, damn, he scored.
What do you put it down to, the Halifax game?
I honestly think that they were kind of holding themselves back for the Notts County game.
Do you, though?
I might be being too kind. I don't know. I just think they just didn't turn up. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe they were tired, even though they haven't played a game for a week.
Though?
I know, exactly. See, this is the argument that I say to you.
Yeah.
Is having that much time between games a good thing or a bad thing? You think it would be good because they're training.
Yeah.
But they're not playing competitively against another team. They obviously just play games with each other, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a strange one, really, where we've had games where we've played poorly in the
Not
in the
for
past.
a long time, though.
Yeah, but if you look back and people go, where's this come from? Where's this performance come from? And you go, yeah, maybe we've ridden our luck on quite a few occasions.
Yeah.
I don't think this performance was a huge shock in the sense of, if you look back at games like Oldham, lucky, Maidenhead, again, Aldershot, lucky, Chesterfield away, Notts County. There's lots.
I'll take lucky any day.
Yeah, but so will I. I completely agree. But surely there comes a time when you can't always be off the boil and win.
Be lucky.
And be lucky and get them results. Because there's going to be times where this is going to catch up with you.
Which it did.
Which it has done. I think, I think we've been, on occasions this season, I think we've been lucky. Like I say.
We've been spoiled.
Yeah, we have, and
then
I think,
when we lose, it's like, like the world's ending. Yeah,
definitely. And I think, this result has been coming. There have been games, like I mentioned, the Maidenhead game, the Aldershot game, there's possibilities we could have dropped points in other games this season, but we've managed to turn it round right at the end, and we've been lucky. And I don't like using the word lucky, but maybe we have ridden our luck at times. You know what I mean?
But are you glad? Obviously, we're going to talk about the Notts County game. But are you?
Do we have to?
Are you glad that we conceded goals at that game on Friday, rather than having the bad luck at the Notts County game?
Here's another question for you.
You're not answering mine, no?
Not answering yours,
Okie
no.
dokie.
No, do you think the loss on Friday helped us in the Notts County game?
Yes.
Yeah. So
because Ben Foster actually said it in his interview at the end of the game to BT Sport, saying that we gave them a poor, 4,500 whatever fans came to the away game, and we gave them a poor performance.
Yeah.
So we had to go out today in Notts County to play Notts County, and we had to win.
Yeah.
That is, but for me, it annoys me.
Yeah.
Because they should be going out with that attitude every single flipping game.
Yeah. But,
not just the biggies.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I'm with you. But
Did I answer your question?
But the point you're making here is that they should be doing this every game.
Yes.
Yeah? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. We've got 103 points, though. So the argument is, we pretty much have been, haven't we?
Yeah, I suppose you're going to have off days. Yeah, you're going to have off days.
Yeah.
But are all, the 11 people, all 11 had a bad day. How,
Did they, though?
They must have all been on their period or something, because they were terrible.
I'm not sure they were all terrible. Like, I thought Ryan Barnett was all right. I thought he had an all right game. I thought Elliot Lee was all right.
Yeah, because he scored.
I think sometimes you need just a little reminder that you have to put a little bit more effort in, and you have to work at it.
You're not invincible.
And I think the Halifax game maybe came at the perfect time. Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
That it helped us in the Notts County game. Maybe.
We've had some people getting in touch about the Halifax game. So Stephen Pee Wee Williams.
Yes.
He messaged us and said, Mendy woeful today. Hit and hope long balls to Mullen. Halifax give us no space or time in midfield. We go again Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
And Kelly Morrison.
Yeah.
She said, if we have to drop a game, I'm assuming drop points.
Yeah.
I take this match over Mondays. Mendy has looked off a bit these last few games. I agree. Defenders getting the better of him, and his reluctance to shoot goals. Again, I agree. Hope he gets that sorted quickly. Safe trip home to all who travelled up the S town. Not sure I can say that word on here.
Matt Hugh. He said, I know a lot of players were subpar, but Mendy was truly awful today. And besides Barnett, Lee and the two up front, everyone played erratic and with a heavy touch. Foster had no chance at 2 of the goals and had a couple of great saves. Mac said, forgot the task at hand by looking ahead.
Yes.
Will trip up any team all the time.
Yeah, I agree. Wrexham FC Boston looked sloppy and ill-prepared. They wrote this one off as a win and were looking ahead to the Notts game. Sloppy passes, bad turnovers, limited control chances in the offensive end even. Lack of pressure on defence, looked slow and out-hustled. I agree with you there. I think they generally thought that they were going to smash Halifax, and they proved us wrong.
Well, yeah, but now that just to address that point before we move on, don't you want your teams to go into every game thinking we're going to win this, though?
I do.
Yeah.
But there is being confident and there is being over-cocky.
What, and you think they were over-cocky?
I think they were. I'm not even sure that is even the thing.
No, not
over-cocky.
me. But...
Overconfident. And yeah, I think they thought, Halifax were wherever they are in the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a walk in the park.
Yeah.
So they were conserving, is that the right word?
Yes.
Conserving their energy.
Yeah.
For Monday, for today. And it backfired on them, basically.
Maybe. I'm not sure about that, but Pavlov's Tortoise said, welcome to the agony of football fanship. There'll be more twists and turns, no doubt, before the season is over. No doubt, indeed.
We hope not.
Yeah, not too many. Just a nice, easy run in now. We'll do fine. But yeah, so just to put Halifax to bed, I made a few notes. There was no intensity, poor defending, misplaced passes, and a lack of creativity, which I think sort of sums it up. Really, it was just a poor day.
Sum up the day.
Yeah.
In one word.
Crap.
Yeah, I go with that.
It was. I tell you that the problem with it, I like an away day.
I love it.
As do you.
I'm gutted though we sat where we sat.
You wish you were in the car.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I like an away day, but when things like that happen, when you bear in mind, we left the house at 10 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm. The kickoff was delayed. I don't know what time we got home, about 7.
Yeah.
And then we went to get some food, and then you settle down, you eat your food, and then it's like, you're giving up your whole day. And when things like that happen, you feel like you've wasted a day of your life. Because you're sort of like, I'm not saying we had something else to do, but sometimes you sort of feel like we could have just gone and done something else.
Yeah.
When it's poor like that. Sorry, I did a little burp then. Sorry.
That'll be the beer.
That'll be the beer.
Let's talk about Notts County. Let's lift up the mood because we're top of the table.
And now you're going to believe us, and now you're going to believe us, and now you're going to believe us. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the... Anyway.
All right, shut up.
All right. Anyway.
I've already got a headache.
Oh, God. It was...
Oh, my God. It was... We always knew going into this game that it was going to be tight.
Tight.
It was going to be tight.
But I said to you, didn't I, the day before...
Don't know. Probably wasn't listening, so...
Probably not. I said to you the day before, so this was Sunday. Just trying to lose
Easter
track.
Sunday, chocolate day.
I said to you on Sunday, I just feel like I don't even want to go.
Yes, you did.
To the game. Because it was just, it felt like the stress was getting too much. Because I don't think I'd have felt like that if we'd have beat Halifax.
Yes, no.
If we'd have beat Halifax, we'd have been 3 points clear with a game in hand, and you would sort of feel like even if we did lose,
we're still top of the table. Would we have been actually?
Maybe.
Well, you don't know,
maybe.
do you? Yeah,
depends.
It's goal difference, isn't it? With
it
them,
is.
yeah.
So you'd be like, well, we're still level on points.
Yep.
And we still had that game in hand. So I'm not sure I'd have felt that way if we hadn't lost on Friday.
I think about the game in hand, and Mullen made a good point actually when he did his interview after the game today.
Yeah.
He said, it's all well and good having games in hand, but you have to still win those games in hand.
Yes.
So it's like, yes, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But also, you still have to win those games.
Yeah, you do. And I would much rather the points than the games in hand any day of the week.
I think you've said that quite a few times.
Yeah, but if you're going to be... if you're already top of the league and you're already 3 points clear with a game in hand, that's fine. You can forget about that game in hand because we're winning the league without that game in hand.
Yeah.
So forget about that. But it was, it was just everything felt different today. It was so tense. You could,
everybody was.
You could feel the tension as soon as you walked in. It was just so. I don't even know how to explain it. It just felt so. It was horrible at first, and then so I calmed everything down by drinking more than I normally would.
Yes.
Because that felt like the right thing.
I think my brother was a bad influence on you today.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah, definitely. But having said that, it helped. It helped at the time.
It didn't look like it helped.
No, it didn't really.
You were biting your skin, your knee was going, and I tried to put my arm around you at one point and I felt like you were shoving me off. Which was like, whoa.
Yeah, I know. It was just, I really felt it. I did, really felt it.
My hand was shaking. I showed you, didn't I? And I was showing my dad and my brother, but my hand was like literally shaking. It was,
that was when it even started then.
It didn't stop until the end.
Yeah.
That final whistle, it did not end.
So let's talk about the team. So we had a couple of changes.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward change in Palmer coming in for Dalby.
Yep.
Right choice?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Why do you think?
Because he's a brute.
Yeah.
Because he's big. He's,
bigger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's bigger than, because he was like, was he kind of defending against Langstaff?
Who?
Palmer.
What are you on about?
I don't know.
We've been here before,
I know,
haven't we? We have. They're on the opposite end of the pitch.
Well, I saw Palmer quite a lot with Langstaff by the goal. Anyway.
No. Corners, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was then. But see, I'm still learning. It's been a season.
Very much so.
I'm still,
No, I know what you're saying though. No, I know what you're saying though. I'm just translating.
I'm just trying to articulate it a bit better than I can.
He's bigger. He's more of a handful for defenders. They've got some very experienced defenders there, and to have a striker that's a little bit more of a handful for them experienced defenders, I think is better. I think them defenders would have bullied Dalby a little bit, and I think it was a good choice to switch them up.
Yes.
Continue.
I can't remember what I was saying. No, I do. I agree. I think he was the right man for the job to start with, and then I think when Parky brought Dalby in, I think it was a good time.
Good time.
It was a good time.
But another change that was made at the start of the game, which confused us a little bit, was we brought Tom O'Connor in, and Tunnicliffe was not there, which at this moment in time, at the point of recording, we didn't know why Tunnicliffe wasn't there.
No.
We don't, no idea. He didn't play.
He wasn't on the bench.
He wasn't on the bench. We had Max on the bench.
That was a bit of a weird one for me. Not sure why.
So we put Tom O'Connor's played there before, but Tom O'Connor is very much a midfielder over a defender.
Yeah.
So bringing him in, because we saw the team come up, and then we were looking at it and we were like, oh, okay, so he's come in. Yeah. And we went, oh my God, he's playing 4 at the back, because there was only 4 defenders on the team sheet. And it was like, he's gone 4 at the back. And we had a big, long 15-minute discussion about, well, why has he gone to 4 at the back? He must be trying to counteract this. They must know that, Notts County know we play 3 at the back. So now we've gone to 4 at the back. That's a little bit odd. And then I think your brother had said, well, he's probably, if we do go up a league, they maybe won't play 3 at the back. Maybe will play 4 at the back. I was like, but that is now the time to be testing 4 at the back in a big game.
I'm so glad I wasn't involved in the conversation because it sounds so dull.
But it was just, we were sort of like, oh my God, what's going on? Anyway, the game started. It was 3 at the back, as normal.
Oh, is that why Dave was going like that to you?
He was putting 3 fingers, yes.
Okay.
So it was 3 at the back. Tom O'Connor played in the back 3. Which I'm never a massive fan of because, as I say, he's a midfielder. I thought he was excellent. Fair play to him.
I don't think we can knock any of the... Mendy, all is forgiven, Menz. I thought you were he was my man of the match today.
Was he superb for you?
I think for me, I think he really played well. I think he definitely, I can't think of the word. Redeemed himself from Friday's game, definitely, and he should be proud. And that goal he scored.
All right, stop bouncing on, and then
I'm just so excited about the whole thing.
I know, I mean, it was. I think he redeemed himself as well. Yeah. But did you think? Be honest. Did you think it was the right decision to play him?
No. No, because I said before the game had started, I said...
I obviously forget about hindsight and what we now know, you know, yes. At the start of the game. At the
start of the game, after Halifax, I said they should leave Mendy, put him on the bench, but McFadzean should start.
It's one of two ways that's ever going to go, isn't it? Parky's either going to have a chat with him and go, look...
Sort your life out.
You didn't play well. This is what you did wrong during the game. This is what didn't go right for you. I trust in you. I'm sticking with you. Go and show me why you're in this team.
Okay, and I did.
And that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is going, look, you've had a shocker. I'm going to pull you out. I'm going to put somebody else in. There's one or two ways to go.
I guess that's going to knock their confidence, though, isn't it, even more?
Yeah, potentially. But, if he had another shocker like he did on Friday, then you'd sort of argue, well, he should have done that. But I felt, knowing how Phil...
Will you stop burping?
Sorry. Knowing how Phil operates, I said to you, didn't I? I said he will start. Because I think he would have done that first thing where you've gone, look, go out there and show me why you deserve to be in this team. Because I know you're good enough to do it, so go and do it. And he did. 100% he did.
Can I talk about the goal now?
No.
We're not going on. No, okay.
God, that's the second half analysis. First half, I haven't got really that much to talk about. We kept them quite quiet, to be honest. There was... I think everyone was a little bit scared. Not just Wrexham. The 22 players on the pitch were a little bit scared to put a foot wrong, I think. Because I think everyone out on the pitch knew the importance of the game.
Yeah.
And I think they were all very scared to do anything wrong. And nobody really strayed too far away from their position. Nobody really took any chances. Nobody did anything outrageous. They just right, I'm here, I'm staying here, I'm not doing too much. And it wasn't really a dull first half, but I wouldn't say a lot happened in that first half. Talk to me about the linesman. You had a problem with him, didn't you?
I think everyone had a problem with him. He was, I mean, I'm still learning the offside rule, right? Yeah. But he was putting his flag up. Well, he did it quite a few times, actually.
Yeah.
For offside, when they weren't. There was a couple that weren't offside, and then when they were offside, the flag was nowhere to be seen.
And
also there was a point as well where the ball hit the line, and he obviously it was like right in his eye line. And he should have known that actually hadn't gone out.
Yeah.
But he put his flag up.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's just like...
There was twice in that first half that he flagged the wrong man as well. So the ball was getting played through. I think on both occasions, the ball was getting played through to Mullin. Palmer was offside, but it wasn't going to Palmer. It was going to Mullin. And he flagged Palmer twice for being offside when the ball wasn't going to Palmer. It was going to Mullin. So it was poor, I thought. It was one of them. I think it's very hard. I don't like to be too harsh on linesmen with offsides and things like that, because we haven't had the benefit of replays. We didn't have the benefit of looking straight down that line either.
No.
But I do think he definitely got a few of them wrong.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
The ref as well. I mean, when that, I didn't even know which player it was. But it was him and James Jones, and the guy from Notts County tripped over his own feet.
Well, we're talking about that now. That was their goal. Yeah, I think it was Rodriguez. So they were
blatantly tripped over his own feet. Jones wasn't even, he was near him, but he wasn't.
Yeah, I haven't seen that back. You have,
I have seen it back, and he literally tripped over his own feet.
Yeah, so that's where they got the free kick. And that's, let's be fair, let's hold our hands up. Very good free kick.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been given
No, I'm not saying, no, I agree. Yeah, it's fine. But it was still a very good free kick.
Whatever.
Well taken, right in the corner. And it was a proper sucker punch, wasn't it, just before half-time? Because scoring that late in the half means you can't do anything about it.
No.
You can't respond. You know, you've got no time to do anything.
Yeah.
You're literally, all of a sudden, you're back in the dressing room and you're sitting there and you're going, how did that happen? Because I don't, from memory, and again, this is purely from memory, I'm sure by the time this podcast goes out, people will have had the benefit of watching the highlights or watching the game back on BT Sport, and we'll go, well, how come you didn't mention this? How come you didn't mention that? We've literally, this is just from memory, this bit. Halifax.
From 2 hours ago.
Yeah, Halifax, we've had time to make notes and do all that sort of stuff, even not that we wanted to very much. Notts County, this is just purely from memory, you know, so I don't know. When I watch it back, I go, oh, maybe we could have talked about that.
Yeah.
But to go, how did you feel going in 1-0 down at half time?
Deflated.
Yeah.
I felt a bit like, oh my God, they're just gonna get it. And
they're just gonna get it.
Just gonna get it.
How did you think the second half was gonna go at half time?
What do you mean?
What did you think was gonna happen? Do you think we were gonna come back? Not?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I thought we were gonna come back and we were gonna annihilate them. We didn't really annihilate them, but but I thought we were gonna, play we played well in the first half, but I thought we were going to come out there and we were going to play even better.
I thought we were going to up our game in the second half.
And we literally...
Didn't help the nerves, but I did think we were going to play better in the second half.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, I thought the game was going to open up a little bit more, which it did. I don't, people can only stay quite conservative and, do their little jobs the way that they've been told to do their little jobs for so long. And then all of a sudden...
Their little jobs.
Well, no, because what will happen is Wrexham will come out and go, right, we need a goal now. So they'll start playing a little bit more expansive, which will force Notts County players to play out of position a little bit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, as soon as they start doing that, then Wrexham push a bit more. Then Notts County go, well, he's pushed there. He's created some space in behind. So they start, and then before you know it, you got a bloody free-for-all, which is pretty much what we had, really.
Yes.
But the good thing is we scored early.
Yes.
So Mullin scored.
He did.
Good goal.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was Mullin, sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the other one. Yeah, it was, what I can remember.
I thought it was an excellent finish. I think you're doing a disservice there.
He was very open, wasn't he, I think?
Well, so now there's a little bit of a thing, because I was looking in the middle at the time. I think it was James Jones who put the ball across. It looked like Mullin tripped the defender who's marking him, which is why when the ball came to him, he was in a lot of space.
Yeah, okay.
I haven't had the benefit of replays, anything like that, but it did look like Mullin tripped the guy that was marking him, hence why he was in a lot of space. I was quite surprised he took it first time, though, which he did, and it was great finish, excellent, and it was 1-1, and that was all very good. Other big talking points, really, O'Connell at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
With an absolute rocket as well. That would have flew in.
That would have flew in?
Yeah.
Flown in.
Flew in.
Flew in. That's not the right word.
Is it not?
No.
That would have flew in, that.
Flown in.
Flew.
Flown.
That would have flew in.
This is because you've had your education and nothing else.
Flew in. I'm saying flew in.
Flown.
Flown.
It would have flown in.
It would have flew in. Shut up, anyway. It would have. It was a great.
It was a whale, dude.
It was a great volley. Go on, talk about Mendy's goal then.
Well, he was assisted by Mullin, I believe.
Yeah.
It was an incredible goal. It was just like Mullin passed it to Mendy, and Mendy just I just, it was a blooming good goal.
Decent finish.
It was absolutely.
I think he
amazing.
put it in the one place that I don't think it was going to get stopped. When it come across, it's a question for you. What was your thoughts? Mullin plays the ball across, and you're going, ooh, who's it falling to? And it was Mendy. What did you think?
In all honesty, I didn't think anything.
Didn't you?
I was just like, just get it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my favourite goal. Yeah. Out of the three, that was my favourite.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. The way, the positioning, and I was just, I can't,
yes. Get it.
Chef's kiss, baby.
Yeah. But they equalised quite soon after, didn't they? And that was a right kick in the nuts, to be honest, because it felt like, we'd come from 1 down, we'd gone to 2-1. It felt like we got a stranglehold on it. And then for them to score not long after, I'm not going to analyse their goal because I don't care. But it was just one of them where you sort of go, oh, come on, get a grip. And it was, anyway, they scored. Is what it is. And then little Mr. Lee scored an absolute beaut again. Decent goal, put us 3-2 up. So we're 3-2 up. We're winning that game at that point, aren't we? And we're like, everyone's going nuts. And then you settle back down, and then you go, oh my God, there's still a quarter of an hour left to play. And
6 minutes added time as well. I don't get that. I suppose with all the goals.
Yeah.
But
we haven't. We're now coming to the most. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. So they got a penalty, didn't they?
Mullin and that, I don't know who it was that they were like running up the pitch.
Yeah.
They didn't even know what had happened. I don't think anybody did. And we were like, oh, what? There was like some commotion around the goal.
And then I just saw the ref putting the arm up like that. And I was like, oh my God, he's giving a penalty for handball. And then the Notts County fans didn't even realise.
No,
they started cheering.
They realised before we did.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. And then
it was just like, oh my God.
I couldn't believe that this was going to get taken away from us right at the end with the performance that it was. And it was the energy, and it was them, and then it was us, and then then they came back again. Then it was us again. And then to hold on in the way we did. Have you seen it? Do you think it was a penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. It wasn't obvious to see at first.
No, but when you see it from the back of the goal,
yeah,
you can see that the ball hit him. And,
he
went to head it, and it hit his arm.
And it's one of them. And you sort of go, I can sort of see that.
Do you know when the guy, what was his name? Who took the Kedwin?
Kedwin Scott, yeah.
Kedwin Scott. Is he Welsh then?
No, I don't think so.
Kedwin's quite a...
Yeah, it sounds Welsh.
Yeah, when he was taking the penalty, it was like, literally, like time stopped.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I mean, there wasn't silence, obviously, because, we were all hurt, but it was like, it was just the most intense few seconds that I've ever experienced.
I felt like he was going to save it, though.
Did you? I was
sitting there going, I think he's going to save it.
I think he saved it because I had my fingers crossed.
It's an amazing save, though.
Ben Foster, again, you redeemed yourself after letting those 3 goals in on Friday.
Amazing. It was a great save. And I turned to you, didn't I? And I said, that's why you have a Premier League goalkeeper. And it's for moments like that. And that one moment there could have won us the league. That one thing. One little hand.
Lost us the league, you mean?
No, won us the league. Him saving a penalty hasn't lost us the league, has it?
Oh no, I mean if it had gone in, it would have been.
But it didn't go in, did it?
No, you nearly hit me in the face then.
No, and that one moment could just define the whole season. Do you know what I mean? And it was just amazing.
But didn't it feel like when he took the penalty, and obviously Foster saved it?
Yeah.
Do you think that the time that happened and the time when the final whistle went felt like a long time?
No, because they literally had a corner, we cleared it, and then they blew the whistle.
It felt like a lifetime.
Yeah, I don't know. And I salute you, Ben Foster, because that was an amazing save.
It was.
Won us the game. And to me, it felt like we'd scored in the last minute. It was that sort of feeling. I climbed up on something. at one point in the stand.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was doing, but I just climbed up and I was up there. And I was just like, it felt amazing though. It's like, you know, when you climb something and you go, oh, I've got to stop climbing now. I've got nowhere else to go. Unless I just started climbing through people all the way up to Ryan and Rob's box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're getting shot because you were invading their space.
Quick one. So we won the game 3-2. Amazing.
Woo! We're top of the league.
Luke Young back in.
Yes! Oh, I was so happy.
You were happy.
Oh,
right?
I was so happy.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, for the time that he was on there, like I said to my dad, I said he does not stop going.
No.
I said he's one of, my dad actually said he's like Robbie Savage.
Really?
Not a great player.
Yeah.
But he works his...
Will not stop.
Will not stop.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
And I was happy. I was so chuffed when it said that Luke Young was back on the bench. I was just like, yes. And when Tozer gave him the armband back, I just thought, yes, this is good.
So just a couple of things to sort of tidy up from the game. So we're on 103 points now. The record is 105 points in the National League to finish the season. I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah.
We've already got the most goals and the most win record in the National League for this season.
Do we get a prize for that?
No.
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
No, we don't. Anyway, podcast news. So this week we were number 4 in the Apple Podcast charts for football in Denmark, which was really nice. Again. And also we are finalists in the Non-League Bible Awards for 2. We're in the final of 2 awards. One is the best podcast, and the second one is the best YouTuber under 10,000 subs, which is us.
Hi!
We would love it if you could vote for us in both of them categories. We will put, if you're watching on YouTube, there'll be a link down in the description of how you can vote for us. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. Thank you very much.
Make sure when you do the best YouTuber, it's the there is only
it's a drop down box. Yeah. So basically, you don't have to type anything in. You just scroll down to the category. You drop the box down. You put our name in. You click submit. Easy. So please do that. If you are not watching us on YouTube, then head over to our socials, and then there is.
I've pinned it.
Yeah.
So it's pinned basically. So.
Yes. So
on Instagram, it's in the highlight bit, and it says NL Bible Awards. So just click on there, and you'll be able to click the link.
A few people on our nomination. So Maurice O'Grady said good luck. Lisa McClellan said well done you both. Daisha on Twitter said that's incredible. Fantam said you deserve to be. And when we said that we'd been nominated in both categories, Todd Cross said no surprise there. Boom.
He did also say that he felt a bit disloyal not voting for Yours, Mine, Away, which is Mark Howard's podcast.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you know, you've got to help the little people, haven't you?
Yeah.
And he said, well, yours is better. Yeah. Simply. And to be honest, I said to you that he shouldn't really be in it because he talks to Premier League. He's not a national.
Yeah. I wouldn't really call it a National League content podcast.
No.
Not that we are sort of dissing him in any way. But
no. But well done.
Get out of it.
Yeah. Give us little people a chance.
Yeah. Other people who got in touch this week say, Mike said, love this podcast. Hello from Florida. Hello,
Hi.
Mike. Mark Ballard said, you guys are great. I enjoy your discussions listening from Chicago.
Chicago. Regarding midfield, was this from the Halifax game or
no?
Just in general?
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Who gets in that midfield?
Right. Okay. So he's Lee. No surname is put. I think O'Connor is different gravy to Cannon in that central role. Then it's a question of who is the best complement to Lee and O'Connor. Love JJ in the box to box role. Does Cannon do it better? Question mark. Dunno. Is what Lee put at the end.
I loved reading that. He wrote quite a bit, and it felt like he was going to give an answer at the end. And he just put a question back and he went, dunno. I think that's how most of us feel, to be honest, Lee.
Yeah.
We don't really know. Williams got in touch to say Cannon, O'Connor and Lee.
Yep. And then Carlo Wilson again, he said the starting 11. All I know is ... I don't know.
Again, I think that's like most people, to be honest.
So thank you to everyone who's got in touch. If you do want to get in touch, you can get in touch on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and email, which is methewifeandwrexhamafc@gmail.com.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Before I sort of speak about Dragon Chat, one thing, because we sort of rushed through at the end, one thing I wanted to talk about is now we've beat Notts County.
Okay.
We are 3 points clear.
We are.
With a game in hand.
Yes.
Do you think that is job done?
No.
No. Okay.
I think we'd be really, really silly to think that it was.
Yeah.
Because we were looking at Notts County's games and pretty much they're not hard games, are they, really?
I don't think
in the grand scheme of things.
No, I don't think any game is an easy game at this time of the season.
No.
Although I love that.
Although
I would say I'd be confident of them getting full points from them games.
So we have to get 4 points.
Yeah, no, we don't have to. We can drop a couple of points.
No.
No, I'm just saying.
We cannot, Ryan.
I think what the win today did means that we could get a draw at Barnet, and we're still comfortable. You know, we're still there or thereabouts. And I think we can get another draw if it came down to it. What
game do you think will be the game where we go, do you know what? We've got this.
Torquay.
Do you think it'll be the Torquay game?
No, Boreham Wood.
Do you think? When's that?
That is, so we've got
Barnet next Saturday, which is the 15th.
Barnet, then Yeovil.
Which is that the following Tuesday?
That's the Tuesday. And then Boreham Wood.
So that's the 18th that we've got Boreham Wood. Yeovil, sorry.
Yeah.
And
so it's basically, we got Barnet on Saturday.
Away.
Yeovil on Tuesday.
Home.
Yes. And then Boreham Wood. So I think the home.
Oh.
I think Boreham Wood's the game that you go.
We've done it.
We're home and hosed.
Oh, I'm so. Do you know what? I'm glad that it's at home.
Well, we don't even know it's gonna be yet. It might be Torquay for all we know. But if it's that game,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, but you don't know. I'm not telling you when we're going to win the league. I'm guessing, aren't I?
Well, that was the
It's
question.
not a put this in your diary. This is when it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Save the date. I'm just saying. I think that the Boreham Wood game, that's the one that we can finally say we've won it.
What was the do we need to talk about Barnet, don't we?
Yeah, well, we haven't got room, have we? Because we've talked about Notts County for so long.
Okay.
We just don't have the
Maybe
time.
We'll do like a little pre.
Yeah, we'll do. Well, that's what I was going to.
Yeah.
Lucky you suggested that, because that's what I was going to say. What we'll do is we'll do a little sort of extra video where we preview the Barnet game, because we can't fit it into this because we've had such an exciting day.
We have. I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight.
No, I know. Right. So, Dragon Chat, quick one. It's a mental health peer support group. It's weekly. It's on Zoom. And it's from 7 p.m. until 8:30. It's a great opportunity for people to get together on Zoom and talk about anything that's bothering them, or that they can, just to get stuff off their chest. It's a chance to talk about the football, and it's just a chance to get together.
I've got a feeling this week's it's going to be very Notts County heavy.
Yeah, I would say so. If you want to get on that, as I say, it's on a Thursday at 7 p.m. The link and everything is down in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Failing that, head over to Facebook on Thursday at about 6:30, and
the Wrexham
page. Wrexham Football Club release all the details of how to
I do try to share them, but sometimes life gets in the way and I don't.
Yes. So the quiz. Tane Burton said about the quiz, I cannot believe I got question 2 right and Ryan missed it. I think this means I might get to feel like a real fan. Oh, right, okay. So people are revelling in me getting questions wrong.
Well, I'm sure they did with me. So
Yeah,
it's about time that you had
maybe
a taste
so.
of your
So,
medicine.
because we enjoyed it so much last week, or I did, not having to come up with a quiz, we're going to do it again. Yeah,
I literally have come up with this in the last hour.
Right.
So it's not great.
Isn't it?
No.
Oh, God, here we go. I think we'll be back on me doing quizzes again next week.
Well, to be fair, I thought that's what was going to happen. I thought it was a one-off.
Get lost. You knew full well.
I did not.
And you left it till last minute.
Well, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so question 1. There's 5 questions.
Yes.
So, question 1. Who scored the 3 goals for Halifax on Friday?
Okay, can I just do surnames? Because I can't.
That's all I've got.
Is it? Okay, so Ali Diasurwe.
Okay, 1 point.
Thank you. Well, for 3 answers,
Yes.
1 point.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. No,
Okay.
That's fine. I'll take that.
Who took question 2? Who took the penalty
Yes.
today for Notts County?
Kedwin Scott.
What number is he?
Is that one of the questions?
No.
Have you just made that up?
No, that I've got the number at the start. It's not, no, it's still question. I'll give you a bonus point if you can get it right.
19. Is that right?
Yeah. Damn!
19. Get in there.
Question 3. Who came on for Cannon in the 83rd minute?
Luke Young.
No. It was McFadzean in a disguise. Question 4. What team did Ben Foster play for before retiring?
Watford.
Okay. Question 5.
Is this for 5 out of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was on the bench today?
Seriously?
Seriously.
Right. Okay.
And you've got to get them all right to get the point.
5, yeah? 5 people?
Yes.
Yes. Mark Howard.
Yes.
Max Cleworth.
Yes.
Callum McFadzean.
Yes.
Luke Young.
Yes.
Sam Dalby.
I'll get lost.
5 out of 5.
Oh, I'm going to go sit in a dark room now.
Never mind, eh?
Yeah.
That was alright, huh? There's nothing wrong with that quiz. I quite enjoyed it.
Because you got all 5 right.
Get off! No, I enjoyed that. It was very good. So, as I say, we'll put out a little separate video.
Yep.
As like a sort of preview to Barnet. Because we haven't had time to talk about it in this hour-long episode.
It's been good.
Yeah.
I'm really tired though, are you?
I'm starting to feel like the adrenaline's seeping out of my body.
Don't you wish you'd booked another day off tomorrow?
Yeah, so me and Sian have basically been off work for a week, and this culminated in today. And then, I do feel quite tired now. That it's, like I say, it feels like all the adrenaline and everything's just sapped away. But
we're going to go and watch the game again now.
Yes, we are.
We are.
Well, that'll be quite fun.
Yeah.
And breathe. Yeah, right. So, after a very enthralling weekend of football, some good, some bad, some superb, some absolutely terrible, but we're 3 points clear at the top.
All the negative words are to do with Halifax, and all the good words are to do with Notts County.
100%.
Yes.
So, we're 3 points clear at the top. We've got a game in hand. We are within touching distance. So let's just all grit our teeth, cling on for dear life.
We're going to do it.
And let's get there. Yeah, I'm sure we can all do it.
Yeah, we can do it.
Even though we have got nothing to do with it. It's all about the
Of
players.
course we have. We're the fans.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Right.
No,
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next week for another episode of Me, the Wife from Wrexham AFC.
Bye!